Well, great to see everyone. Thank you all for being here today. I want to, in particular, acknowledge a few people. Michael Bobbitt and our Massachusetts Cultural Council. Thank you so much for all you do. Really appreciate all that you do throughout the year to champion and advocate for arts and culture here in our state. We thank you as well, legislative colleagues. Thank you for your continued advocacy and support for funding for arts and culture. I'd like to recognize some of those who attempted to make what I am announcing happen just a few years ago, including former Representative Sarah Peake, former Representative Denise Provo, and Representative Minnie Dom. Thank you all. Also with us today, Representative David Vieira, good morning. Representative Vitolo, and while he can't be here today, we do thank Senator Paul Mark as well. Thank you to all the poets who are joining in today. Who's a poet? Excellent. So it's wonderful to be here today to officially announce, for the first time ever, our state's position of Poet Laureate of Massachusetts. It marks a long time coming, but the year that marks the 250th anniversary of starting a revolution here and really all that went into the birth of American democracy. We celebrate Massachusetts this year as we head into the 250th. It seems like a very good opportunity to make up for some lost time. Or as Mary Oliver wrote, there are moments that cry out to be fulfilled, and this is one of them. I think that the truth is that poets and poetry have had a profound role in our state's history. I think of Phyllis Wheatley, who was kidnapped and enslaved as a child, but using the tools of poetry to make her voice heard and her humanity undeniable is something that I'm thinking of this morning. I think of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, turning legends from our history into verses recited all over the world. Sam Cornish, bringing the civil rights movement into the arts and into the lives of generations. And I could go on and on and on, because Massachusetts history and the good fortune that we've had to be home to so many wonderful poets through centuries is really remarkable. And today, poets here and across Massachusetts are carrying on and continuing that legacy and taking it in exciting new directions. This is the powerful living tradition that we want to share with people of all ages in every corner of our state. Having a poet laureate, why is this important? Well, it's important for a number of reasons. A poet laureate will help us cultivate a love of poetry and all the skills it develops through reading, writing, seeing, thinking, creating. Arts education is critical for developing that spirit of creativity and connection that we need for a thriving economy and thriving communities. Having a poet laureate will also provide opportunities for our schools, our libraries, and organizations of all kinds across our state to open up more space for the arts. They will welcome more people to the table, inspiring civic engagement and local vibrancy. They'll help us tell the stories of our state and help others tell their own stories. That includes the stories that make us proud and the stories that make us want to do better as well. At this moment in our history, we appreciate and need poets more than ever. We need to understand more deeply the things that connect us. We need to reflect on foundational truths. We need empathy, we need creativity, and we need hope. So I'll close with one of my favorite poems by Emerson Emily Dickinson called Hope is the Thing with Feathers.
I got it.
Okay. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity. It asked a crumb of me. Now I'll turn it over to Michael Bobbitt to say a few more words. Michael, thank you for your leadership of the Mass Cultural Council. We're so delighted with what you brought just in the last couple of years. Again, members of the council, thank you for the new art that we're bringing to the State House and more people, more voices, more stories that we're able to show off, so to speak, in this building. So thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Governor Healey, Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, and distinguished guests here, including members of our legislature, the pioneers of the Poet Laureate program, members of the Cultural Policy Development Advisory Council, and my colleague, Brian Boyles from Mass Humanities. At Mass Cultural Council, the Commonwealth State Arts Agency, we believe passionately in the power of culture, its ability to inspire, connect, and transform lives. We are thrilled that Massachusetts, a hub of arts, culture, history, humanities, creativity, and innovation, is taking this bold step to embrace poetry and creative expression by establishing an official Poet Laureate. All of us who proudly call Massachusetts home know that our Commonwealth leads the nation in so many ways. And my team and I never miss the opportunity to highlight that Massachusetts has been ranked the third most arts vibrant state in the nation for 2 years in a row. An official Poet Laureate will build on this legacy, using language and creativity to tell stories, evoke emotion, inspire new ideas, and when needed, call us to action. Poetry is an alchemy of words. It gives voice to the unseen, helps us make sense of the unspeakable, and strengthens the bonds of our shared humanity. It is how we reflect, heal, and reimagine a better world. My team and I at Mass Cultural Council are honored to partner with the Healey-Driscoll administration, Brian Boyles and his team at Mass Humanities, and others to bring this initiative to life. This is an exciting moment for Massachusetts, and I thank you, Governor, for your leadership and steadfast support, not just for our work, but for the entire cultural sector. With this beautiful announcement, we affirm that poetry, this beautiful and powerful art form, is for everyone, and we celebrate the impact it will have for generations to come. Thank you to all, and especially the members, the artists, and the leadership from cultural institutions around the state. Thank you all so much.
Many thanks, Michael, and I appreciate and the acknowledgement of Brian Boyles. I also want to acknowledge Kate Fox from our team, leading the work out of economic development as it relates to tourism. We're super excited about this year, and for all of our wonderful creatives out there, know that out of economic development, for the first time ever, we're really leaning into the creative economy. I want you to know that, okay? We're focused on building more housing so we can drive down rents and costs because we want to keep people in Massachusetts. We're also providing grants and funding to entrepreneurs, including creative entrepreneurs, to help you continue with the great work that you're doing that contributes so much to the fabric of society. So I just mentioned that because none of this is in silos. All of this works together, and today's announcement and my opportunity to sign this executive order is significant. It's important for our state, and I'm just thrilled to be able to do that. So I'm going to ask the team, if you wouldn't mind, let's bring forward what we need to make this official.